We know that combination of military strategy and warrior is essential to win. And the foremost and the best example of this is Mahabharata actually and Gita. We all are all aware that Arjuna was the greatest warrior of all times actually. His battle skills were unmatched and legendary. Yet he needed a Krishna to guide him towards victory. Krishna, he was the embodiment of worldly knowledge and wisdom. He is a master of statecraft and strategy, and both of them combined together, that's what actually Mahabharata was won. Similarly, we had Chandragupta, who needed the wisdom of Chanakya. And in western side, if you look, even Alexander needed the wisdom of Aristotle. A second aspect which I think we could discuss in this seminar is about Sudarshan Chakra, India's own Iron Dome or Golden Dome. The Honorable Prime Minister had made a mention of this on 15th of August when he spoke about Sudarshan Chakra. That will enhance India's strategic defense, and he said that he expects it to be rolled out by 2035. Over here, I think the aim is to develop an Indian system to protect India's strategic, civilian and nationally important sites, and it will act both as a shield as well as a sword. It will entail development of robust infrastructure and processes for detection, acquisition, neutralization of enemy's air vectors, including using soft skill and hard skill, both kinetic and directed energy weapons. In fact, 2 or 3 days back, you would have heard about DRDO testing a particular integrated system in which there were QRSAMs, V-Sharrods, and 5 kilowatt lasers actually. They were all getting combined into one. We'll have to look at multi-domain ISR, integration of ground, air, maritime, undersea, space sensors, all becoming a key necessity and integrating them. A project of this magnitude will require a whole-of-nation approach, but like always, I'm very sure Indians will do it at a minimal and a very affordable cost to us. India has been a land of Gautam Buddha, Mahavir Jain, and Mahatma Gandhi, all champions of non-violence. We also have ancient scriptures about war. Mahabharata, the longest running epic ever written in the world, was about almost like a global war. It's about a just and righteous war. India has always stood on the side of peace. We are a peace-loving nation, but don't mistake, we cannot be pacifists. I think peace without power is utopian. And over here, I like to quote a Latin quote which goes like this: "Si vis pacem para bellum," which translates, if you want peace, prepare for war. As regards the theme of today's seminar, for this inaugural session of Ran Samvad, we have impact of technology in warfare. In Shashastra, Kautilya or Chanakya speaks about Shakti, Utsaha and Yukti, that is strength, motivation and strategy, as essentials for victory. Technology today actually enhances all these three, Shakti, Utsaha as well as Yukti. In contemporary times, the impact of technology is multidimensional, outpacing the human ability to comprehend and anticipate what kind of wars will happen in future, the background for this. And in my view, there are 4 essential trends which I foresee. Maybe we can debate upon this. First is, I think there is an increased propensity amongst nations and governments to use force actually. And this is happening because political objectives today can be achieved by short duration conflicts. The second thing is precision strikes can create very little collateral damage, and hence the cost of war for nations is less. So hence there is a propensity to use force. The second trend which I see is lack of distinction between war and peace. This particular era which we knew in the past of declared wars, I think that's all over. Contemporary warfare today is a kind of a continuum of 5 C's, which I call as competition, crisis, confrontation, conflict and combat beating war. The third important thing is, I think, importance of people. That is, A modern state, if you look at a modern state, it comprises of three essential elements. One is territory, then the ideology of the state, and lastly is the people who comprise that particular state. In the past wars, because of territory and ideology, people were sacrificed, soldiers were sacrificed on the altar of these particular two. But today I think people have gained this importance, and you would have seen that in recent conflicts. The fourth important trend I think we can debate is the matrices of victory. And how do we perceive victory? This also, I think, is changing. In the past, matrices of victory probably were defined by losses inflicted in terms of men and equipment on the adversary. But in today's warfare, probably the new matrices of warfare or victory are, say, speed and tempo of operations. That could be one. Effects of long-range precision strikes, including PSDA. I think that their impact is getting more and more important. The impact is physical as well as psychological. And the third important matrix of victory, which I think is display of sophistication and superiority in all domains to the adversary. The operation is still on. We are not here to discuss Operation Sindoor. We are here to discuss something beyond Operation Sindoor. So we are about to discuss about future warfare. How will they happen? I would like to say that we are all in a race. All the militaries of the world are actually in a race. We are running a 400 meters on an athletic track, and the one who is running faster will lead tomorrow. But it's not only the race on one particular track. Actually, some of them who are running faster are jumping onto the next orbit. And we don't want to lag behind in the race in this particular orbit, and neither do we want to be away from orbit. We want to be there along with the advanced militaries of tomorrow. And we cannot afford to be left behind. So we have to be part of the third revolution in military affairs with modern militaries and developed nations. To win tomorrow's war, we need not one scholar warrior. Actually, we'll require hundreds of scholar warriors, and we don't need one Chandragupta, one Ashoka, or one Shivaji, hundreds of them.